6 months later, 40 pounds later, the cut is officially over. I'm putting a pause to the cut and going on to maintenance calories because my energy, my pumps, my strength, everything has been gone down the drain, and I want to get strong again. I've cut down enough fat and retained as much muscle as possible that I know it's time to recoup my strength, bring my size back up, refill my muscles, and feel better again, because I've been dieting for way too long now and I honestly feel like a slug. I don't want to walk. I don't want to, I show up to the gym every day regardless, but I don't want to. I feel like it's more of a forced habit now rather than a want. Before, when the pumps were crazy and when the workouts were good, everything was a want. I wanted to go to the gym, I wanted to go get strong, I wanted to see myself improve, but now everything feels like a chore rather than something that I'm looking forward to. And I know obviously that's has to do with being in such a low calorie deficit for such a long time. And now it's time to bring myself back up to maintenance as well. So what I'm going to be doing is reverse dieting from 170 pounds at 2,000 calories to right away. Today is my first day bringing it back to 2,000. Ow, I think I just stepped on a bee. What the hell is that? 2,300 calories, and slowly working my way up to find my maintenance calories. I think my maintenance calories right now is around 2,800, but I could be wrong, so we'll see how my body fluctuates in the next couple of weeks. This week, I'm bringing my calories up to 2,300, and then adding 150 calories worth of carbs every single week. So the following week, bring it up to 2,500, and then the week after that, 2,650, 27. I'm gonna hover at 27 just to be safe for a while, and then if needs be, I'll bring it up to 28 if I still feel kind of depleted. But I'm excited to see how the pumps are going to be. I'm excited to see how the muscles fill back up. And most excited is have energy for work, because I honestly feel like not my best. And being in sales, if you are in sales, you know that you need to have your energy at the highest to serve your customers at the highest, and bring enthusiasm and your best self to the table. So those are the two main reasons, because I've cut enough fat and I want to refill size wise, and number two is just to bring my energy back up, because it's time to feel how it's supposed to. I want to feel how I'm supposed to feel, not suffer anymore, because this cutting will teach you a lot about yourself. I will tell you that right now from experience. It teaches you how to control your moods. It teaches you how to do things that you need to do even when you don't want to do them. It teaches you the most, it's more personal development than just fitness in general is just the highest form of personal development, but cutting in specific will teach you so much about yourself, and it'll see what you're willing to tolerate. It'll see how far you're able to push your limits, because there was days where I didn't want to show up to work, where there was days I didn't want to show up to the gym, there was days I didn't want to do my cardio, but regardless I still got up and I did it. Why? Because I do things, and I heard a quote that really stuck with me for a long time. The difference between a man and a child is a man does what's required of him, a child does what he wants. So being an older brother, being a man, being someone who has people that look up to him, especially family, I do what's required of me no matter how I feel. And trust me, on this cut, I felt like I just wanted to stay in bed. And that's another thing that I really wanted to touch on was I don't have time to be sleeping 9 hours a day at this age. You know, like I have a lot of goals and a lot of things that I want to accomplish. And honestly, like being at this low calorie wise, to feel good throughout the day like I feel right now, I need 9 hours. I just got 9.5 hours of sleep. I went to bed at 12, woke up at 9:30. Like it's a Sunday, so I understand, like I give myself a little bit of like wiggle room in like sleep sense. But like throughout the week, especially like Monday to Saturday, like I don't have time to be sleeping 9 hours. Sunday is like a day for me that's like more like, you know, chill, more relaxed, more like time to myself, kind of just like reflect on the week that I just had. And when I have my calories at maintenance, like I remember when I was even eating in a bulk or even eating at like close to maintenance, I would fall asleep for 7 hours and I'd feel more wired and have more energy than I do now sleeping 9 hours. So that's another big thing. I want to bring my sleep down to like 7.5, 8 hours again and feel amazing off of that. So how do you know when you should finish your cut? You know you should finish your cut when you feel all those symptoms that I was feeling. You're tired, you're groggy, your mood is all over the place, you're easily irritable. Like I would just look at some people and I'd be like, oh, I could so punch this guy in the face right now. Obviously I would never, but just like, you know, that irritability feeling really tells you, okay, it's time to bring back your calories and get some energy back to yourself. And then most importantly, you're so depleted, you have no glycogen. Like my pumps were shit. I had no strength, no energy in the gym. Like 10 minutes after my workout, I'd be like, all right, I'm over this. When usually I could go for like 2 hours. Not saying I do, but you know, once in a while it'd be nice to hit a 2-hour session. But now it's just get out as fast as I can because I'm so depleted and so tired. So I'm excited. I've been, you know, scared to go on this cut. I mean, go back to maintenance because, you know, comparing myself to people on social media and just honestly expecting so much from myself. I wanted to push further, but I know if I just keep pushing further, it's not going to be anything beneficial. Like, what's the difference if I push 3 more pounds? Like, is it going to make a crazy difference? Maybe, but is it worth it sacrificing my mental health, my energy, and my overall like well-being and my performance at work? No. So I'm content where I am now. I'm gonna go back to a refeed and maintenance for at least the end of the rest of July, maybe August as well, because I really want to enjoy my summer, the sun. Maybe do like a mini cut in September, and then just main gain from there. Like I'm not somebody that's like looking to, you know, seriously bulk and put on like 50 pounds because I know realistically most of that's just going to be water and fat. I'm just here to play the long-term game. I did want to get like lean and stupid shredded, but I don't have enough muscle. I haven't been training for 10 plus years. Like I'm only into this 4 years and I've built a really good physique in those 4 years. So I'm really, really proud of myself, but obviously never satisfied. Proud, but never satisfied. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys like a little update on how or when to know when to stop your cut, what symptoms you get from cutting too long, and everything else. Like I just kind of like a life update about how I've been feeling and what's been going on inside of my head on this past 6-month journey. So I'm excited for where I am, and I'm excited to see how I fill out, get some better pumps, fill out the muscles, and most importantly, just have insane energy again, because 2,000 calories for the past, it hasn't been 2,000 calories for the past 6 months, but like the past month, just to get those last couple pounds, oh, it drains you, let me tell you. If you have any questions, feel free to connect on LinkedIn or Instagram. And besides that, I'm going to leave you like I always do. Create more than you consume. Serve others. Love everyone. Subscribe if you're new. Peace.